Small face. Face near top edge. 0 faces. Muting. Hey guys, I'm sorry about that. This is Skylar. I am completely blind. I am autistic and have a chronic heart condition. Today we're going to be talking about the product that I have in my hand right now. This is the Alilo 4 GB children's digital player, Honey Bunny. To turn it on, you just turn the tail until it clicks in the back.
Poor boy called Dick Whittington, who had no mummy and daddy to look after him, so he was often very hungry.
These are stories, obviously.
He lived in a little village in the country. He'd often heard stories.
Jack and the Beanstalk. Once a poor...
The Emperor's New Clothes. Once upon a time, there was...
The Frog Princess.
Now play pauses in the middle.
Princess Ruby
So I just paused it. Play.
lived in a palace where her parents gave her everything she owned.
Pause. Now down below the fast forward and rewind buttons, one of them's rhymes, one of them's stories. That's rhymes.
Her favorite place
Stories.
was a golden ball.
So, to turn it off, you just turn his tail in the back. This is his tail until you hear a click. Now, what I like about this machine is actually a lot of things. Oh, one more thing. To charge it, there's a USB hole or micro USB in his right foot. So if you have him facing away from you, it's going to be his right foot. So if you have him laying down on like this, then it's his right foot that has the USB. Now what I like about this machine is actually a lot of things. I can't come up with a con. I do like, excuse me. Well, number one, I like that he plays nursery rhymes and stories. I am a huge fan of children's nursery rhymes and children's stories because I just am, okay? That's just who I am. I'm also a fan of, like, looking into the historical side, seeing where nursery rhymes, came from, things like that. I like stories. There's a few stories on here that I haven't heard of in my life, so I'm going to have to give those a little listen. Now, just as a note, you could use this as a sleep tool as well because it does have the stories. So, like, if it's bedtime, you could put this on story mode for, like, your child. I'm using this one that I have. I'm using this one for me. But, like, if you were buying this for your child or your grandson or whatever granddaughter, you could put it on story mode, and the story mode will probably maybe soothe them off to sleep if they like being read to. I love being read to sleep because I just do. So, also, like, I kind of knew a lot about the product because I'm the type that reviews or researches the crap out of a product before I buy it. Only because I am blind, I need to know how this is going to work, you know? I need to know what all it's going to do before I just ask my mom to buy something. So I researched the crap out of this product, and I kind of knew what it was going to do, but I didn't know where all the buttons are, obviously. So having it in your hands is kind of another thing. It takes me, you know, a while to familiarize myself with the buttons. But other than that, it is a very good purchase. I do like the fact that it has a volume control, because growing up in the 90s, because I am completely blind, I had to have, when I was little, my mom had to buy me toys that talked or sang or made a sound or had a voice, because I am blind and my eyes don't work at all, but my ears do. I had to have toys that entertained my ears. And back in the 90s, they were very loud and they did not have volume control. This rabbit has volume control. His tail, like I said, it works as the on-off, but it's also the volume. So, like, if you turn it, if he's facing you, it's going to be to the left. If you turn this tail all the way to the left until you can't turn it anymore, it's going to be very loud. So I recommend you don't do that, because it will blast your face off and scare you and stick you to the ceiling. But it does have volume control, so if you're buying it as a gift for somebody, you could, you know, for sleeping purposes, you could turn it down. Also, the ears are like made out of like pacifier rubber. You know, the type of rubber that they make pacifier nipples out of. That's what his ears are made out of. That kind of soft, bendy kind of silicone rubber. It doesn't really have a feeling to it. It's just rubber, like I said, like a teat of a pacifier. That's the type of rubber that his ears are made out of. Now his head and his body are hard plastic, so it's not really a good cuddle pal, but it is good to listen to songs to and to play stories. It does have very good sound output. This speaker is in the back of the head, and it has a really good sound quality. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So, also, a lot of the people on here that are telling the rhymes and stories have an English accent, like from England. I love that, because I had a very loving teacher named Eve when I was at school. She was from England, but she came down to America. And she was very, very nice, but she passed when I was like 18 years old, and it was really sad. So having, you know, something with an English accent is really good for me because of Eve. You know, a female with an English accent reminds me of Eve. So, also, I like this device because it's a rabbit. Now, I have positive associations with rabbits. There's a drink in America called Nesquik. It's a powder that you add to milk, and it either makes it strawberry flavored or chocolate flavored, depending on which flavor of Nesquik you buy. The Nesquik mascot is a bunny, okay? This is also a bunny. This guy right here is a bunny. So because he's a bunny, he reminded me of the Nesquik mascot. Also, bunnies remind me of the letter V, because when a bunny's ears are erect, like this one's are, His ears are standing straight up, except for when I do that. His ears are standing straight up, and it reminds me of the letter V. Kind of looks like a letter V. And I have lots and lots and lots and lots of favorite words that start with the letter V. That's V as in Victor. Also, rabbits remind me of, I like the German word for rabbit, which is Hase, Hase. So, and also when I was in school, I had a friend named, her last name was Zając, and Zając is Polish for jackrabbit. And I really liked the name Zając, and that was my friend's last name. So, yeah, I do have a lot of positive associations with rabbits. I do like nursery rhymes and stories. I do like devices that have volume control and are blind person friendly. So, I am going to give this 5 stars out of 5 because this device is blind person friendly. It plays nursery rhymes, stories, has a volume control, is portable so you can carry around at the hospital, rechargeable, so USB in the right foot, like I said, and it's just very easy to work. Once you know where the buttons are, what they do, it's very easy to go thumbing through all the rhymes and stories and stuff that are on here. So 5 out of 5. I will definitely be sending this video to Alilo. I hope you enjoyed this video, and God bless.